Good afternoon, everybody. It's Dan Krueger from DK Fitness, where we help people reach their health and fitness goals in a fun and sustainable way. We work in the restaurants, the lifestyle that everybody enjoys, and get them results at the same time. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about something that's been coming up a lot with a lot of clients I work with, and that's how do you get the food in if you just don't have the time to eat. This has been a big issue with a lot of people I've talked to where, for whatever reason, their job, their family, whatever their lifestyle is, the first half of their day is just packed with priorities and they do not have time to get the food in. So what ends up happening is people end up just not eating for the entire day, maybe squeezing in a coffee, and by the time they get done with work or they get to that happy hour at the end of the day where they're meeting their clients, they get to that point in the day and they're just ravaged and they start making impulsive decisions based on cravings and how hungry they are, and they end up kind of splurging on some stuff that isn't in line with their goals. And that's kind of a very common routine that I see people getting into, which is hurting them because A, number one, they're probably not eating enough food, and B, the way they're eating their food and the types of foods they end up eating with that lifestyle leads them to still gain weight and not feel good. So you're gaining weight and putting on body fat while not eating enough food. So it's kind of like you're getting the worst of both scenarios. So today I'm going to show you something quick and easy that you can throw together so that you can get in the quality nutrition that you need earlier in the day, where you don't have to actually sit down and devote time to a meal. You don't have to spend time prepping this. This is just something that's quick and easy, and it's a way to get the nutrition in a good quality way. So here is the DK Fitness lunch on the go. Now this is the type of food that you can just bring with you to work, and if you have little spurts of like 5 or 10 seconds throughout the day where you have a chance to put something in your mouth and that's it, otherwise it's packed with meetings and responsibilities, this kind of thing is going to be perfect. In this little concoction, there's a million different combinations of foods you can use for this, but in this one we've got some whole wheat crackers, which I'll show you in a second. We've got a couple ounces of turkey here. We've got a few ounces of cheese. We've got some almonds, some berries, and some carrots. So this combination of nutrition right here, you're getting the proteins, the fats, and the carbohydrates that you need, and this could just be munched on throughout the day. If you've got a meeting, throw a few in your mouth, get on with your day. You don't need to sit there and unwrap a sandwich and spend 15 minutes trying to get a meal in. If that doesn't happen, you can just graze on that throughout the day. Now that can be, you can use a bunch of different things to get in there, but that's the kind of thing that literally took me less than 2 minutes to throw into a Tupperware. It's stuff you probably have on hand for the most part, but I'll show you the goodies I went with for this one, and there's a million different combinations of foods you can throw in this format of lunch, or whatever you want to call it, to get the nutrition in the day, so that when you show up to that happy hour after work where you're meeting your clients, you're going to feel obligated to have a drink, you're not going to be starving. So you can say no to that heaping pile of nachos and not feel bad, or just have a couple and be okay because you're not starving and ravaged. And you're not going to get home and be like, oh God, I just need to order 1,000-calorie pizza because I am starving. No, you can go home and make a reasonable decision because you're not going to be ravaged. So I'm going to show you some of the items that I put in this one. So for some quick and easy quality carbohydrates, we've got these whole wheat crackers. Pick these up at Whole Foods. They've got a decent amount of fiber, a couple grams for each serving. Fat's not too horrible. So this is quick and easy and delicious. You can put the cheese on the crackers with the meat, make little mini sandwiches. I mean, cheese and crackers, everybody likes that, right? Super delicious. If you wanted something more like a sandwich, you want it to be calorically reasonable, these are good go-tos. These are little thin buns. They're not big at all. They're just enough bread to give you your sandwich fix, small enough to throw in a bag. They're not going to take much space. They're super easy. Good go-to. Still high fiber as well. The other carbohydrates we can use are apples, bananas. We have berries in our example here. Berries are always a good go-to. They are calorically sparse. So you're getting a lot of nutritional value with berries and not too many calories. So the pile of berries you get for 200 calories is a lot bigger than the quantity of pineapple or raisins or grapes that you'd get for the same amount of calories. So keep that in mind. Berries, a very good go-to. As far as the protein goes, there's a few ways to get that in. You could use a beef jerky, turkey jerky, deli meats if you wanted to make it kind of like the one I had. You can also just have a protein shake. If you want to avoid actual meats, you can have a plant-based shake as well if you want to avoid, if you want to keep it vegan. So the protein, it should be in there. The problem with a lot of these pre-made versions that you're going to see in Whole Foods is they're just going to be fruits, carbs, and fats. There's very little protein, and if it is in there, it's going to be in the form of salami or something that's not going to be ideal for your goals. So if we whip these up ourselves, 2 minutes, you get to have full control of the type of nutrition that goes in. And we can modify this to fit into pretty much anyone's goals based on the elements that are in here. This is around 400 calories, so kind of an average size. Depending on your goals, the quantity of the carbohydrates might change, the quantity of the fats coming from the almonds and the cheese might change, but the elements that we're using can work for anybody. The only variance would be, how much fat, protein, and carbs are you taking in? That's gonna have to be relative to your goals. So shoot us an email if you have questions on how to figure that out. But these elements can be used by pretty much anybody. Other options, we use almonds in today's example, but pretty much any nut is a really good source of fat. If nut butter is more your jam, Justin's makes these little packets of a single serving of peanut butter and nut butter. So you could just throw this in your desk at work and have it ready to go, take it out, smear it on some apples or some carrots or whatever. Super convenient and easy, and again, the most important part, it takes no time to prepare that. You just have it on hand and you're set. Another good option to try to get some protein in, this is a Think Thin bar. This is upside down. This is a Think Thin bar, but pretty much any protein bar can be an element of this as well. I wouldn't have someone do just a bar for a lunch. That's not really gonna satisfy you for the entire 8, 10, 12 hours of your work. But bringing in a pack like this is enough food if you really load it up. If this is gonna be your one thing to survive on from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., we could load more calories in there. You get it up to 700 or 800 calories to kind of munch on throughout the day. If you want to keep it light, then we'll do that. All depends on your goals. And other good fat and protein sources are going to be the cheese that we have in there. It's tasty, travels well. Provolone cheese is a decent option because you're going to get a decent amount of protein relative to the amount of fat in there. And then good old string cheese sticks. You can't beat the convenience. They're single wraps, throw them in the bag, and that's all there is to it. So literally, took me, I'd say less than even 1 minute to put these items in this container. The main thing you'd want to do for your goals to make sure that you're achieving your goals is make sure that the amount of food and the portions of the different nutrients are on point with what your goals are. These elements, you probably have most of them sitting at home right now. If you whip this up tomorrow, then there's no reason to starve yourself for the entire day, get to that happy hour, order a pizza, or get home and swing through a drive-thru on the way home and make a bad decision. The key to being successful with anything is preparation. So spend 30 to 45 seconds whipping one of these bad boys up and you're set for the day, and it's gonna set you up for success for the rest of the day. Hopefully this is valuable information that helps you guys navigate your busy lifestyles. If you've got any questions, shoot an email to dkrueger@dkruegerfit.com. Also cruise by dkruegerfit.com and check out all the content we've got available up there. If you want some recipes, nutritional education videos, they're all up there. And of course, we do offer one-on-one coaching. If you really want to dial this in and see results as quickly as possible, do it the most optimal way possible. Work with a pro, and we'll get you to where you want to be as soon as humanly possible. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.